Hello friends, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming and welcome to Path of Exile video. Today's going to be a video about a build that has excellent sustain, functionally infinite mana, and is really good at clearing legions. It's going to be a lightning trap Trickster, and the reason we're using Trickster is because there are some interesting mechanics that you can use couple of different keystones with, and a couple of pieces of very cheap, unique armor with. So one of the main points of this build is the Tinkerskin Sadist Garb, and the reason for this is we are using Mind Over Matter and Eldritch Battery in order to make it so that our energy shield becomes our mana, so that we can reserve all of our mana for using Anger, Flesh and Stone, and Herald of Ice. Flesh and Stone for the damage reduction and blind in the Sand stance, of course. And Mind Over Matter, since our energy shield becomes our mana, will actually be taken off of our energy shield. The reason this is important is because Tinkerskin will recover 100 life and 50 energy shield when a trap is triggered by an enemy. Because of cluster traps and the skills which throw traps throw one additional trap mod that you can get on gloves, you can get these fairly cheap for life and just this mod. It's usually about 5 chaos for a fairly low end one, and that's what I got here. It was a pretty decent deal. Similar ones had a little bit lower life and no resistance. Optimally, you would want something similar to this, but maybe a little bit higher life, and also have it be either evasion or energy shield. I'm also using the Gull, which is a nice little hybrid helmet. It's got a respectable amount of energy shield and evasion rating, and then it also has life and cold resist, and sometimes when you kill enemies, you'll get a shrine, and it'll give you increased shrine effect at the cost of reduced duration of the shrines. As far as a shield goes, you want life, resistance, high evasion. You can also do this with a Rain of Arrows Trapper, very same build, but you get rid of all of the spell crit type stuff, and instead you move down here to the tree, but you'll have to use either Deerstalkers or the trap support in order to set that up. And you can do something similar to this with that. You can pretty much do any kind of trapper with this build. Lightning Trapper, however, is by far the best at dealing with the Legion mobs. In terms of the Trickster Ascendancy itself, I use Patient Reaper, which also synergizes really well with the Mind Over Matter Eldritch Battery, because it regens your energy shield on kill along with your life and gives you increased recovery rate, which is really nice. Then I'm using Swift Killer, which helps us maintain Frenzy and power charges. We also get that from Master Sapper and Blast Cascade. However, the nice thing is this gives 1 max Frenzy and power charge. I'll be picking up a 5th Frenzy charge and power charge over my next 4 levels, so I'll have 5 of each, which will be very, very nice for our damage. And as far as this goes, you basically, for leveling, want to beeline to Expeditious Munitions, because trap throwing speed and trigger radius is very, very important. Quality of life, and from there you want to go down, grab the life here, grab this stuff here, go towards Blood Drinker, and then you want to head on over towards the Witch area and all the way over to the Templar area, get all of that stuff. You can pick up Mind Over Matter relatively early on, and if you want, you can pick up Eldritch Battery for leveling, but if you do so, I would recommend getting Essence Surge, because it'll give you a faster energy shield recharge rate, which will be really nice. Otherwise, you'll probably run low on your energy shield pretty quickly, which will be your mana. And from there, you just get all the life, you get the extra trap nodes here and here, and here, more life. Spell crit is probably the last thing you really want to worry about, but you definitely want to get it. And that's pretty much the build. So once, of course, you get your 3rd and 4th Ascendancies, you put them into Ghost Dance and Escape Artist. Ghost Dance is really nice because it gives you Ghost Shrouds, which give you reduced damage taken if you're hit. Since we're scaling evasion, we don't get hit all that frequently, so having the 9% reduced damage taken is really, really nice. Then you get additional evade chance, and when hit, you get your energy shield recovered based on 5% of your evasion. This is incredible for Mind Over Matter, and your sustain for your mana cost. So Ghost Dance is a definite must take. And I like Escape Artist. I think the Can't Be Stunned and Spell Dodge is really nice. And just the additional evasion and energy shield you get from those is quite nice as well. So you can have that. Now, a lot of this is budget gear. The goal is 1 elk. Tinker Skin is 1 to 2 elks. I did spend 5.1 exalts to get the 6-link Lucky Connections set up on that, but you can definitely do this on either a 5-link or using the Unique Boots Deerstalker. Boots I got in the temple. Really easy to get boots that are this good, honestly. 5 chaos for this. The ring I stole from my Cycloner. It's pretty nice because it gives life, energy shield, and a hefty amount of resistances. And also it helps with the minus cost of skills, maintain the infinite mana. If I take this off, you can see that I degen a little bit quicker. So I'll eventually run out of energy shield / mana. This ring's pretty bad. The mana is completely unnecessary, but it does have life, some resist, and the flat damage really helps out with the extra damage there. 135% added damage effectiveness, so pretty good there. This amulet's not that great either. Once again, some wasted stats, but the crit multi and life isn't bad. You can definitely do a lot better than this for pretty cheap. The good pieces of gear I have are this belt, which is quite nice, very high life, energy shield as well, and triple resist, so very good there. And this wand that I actually found and then crafted the spell damage on. It's got crit multi, crit chance with spells, flat added damage to spells, cold damage, and spell damage. So really great there. Cold damage I'm not scaling so much outside of a little bit from Herald of Ice, so that's a little bit wasted. If I was doing Ice Trap like I originally intended, it would be really good. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. I'm using a Lightning Spire Trap to help with bosses with crit damage and trap and mind damage support. And other than that, nothing too much to talk about here. I'm using the cast when damage taken Immortal Call setup as well. So that's everything. I'm going to show a map. I hope you enjoyed, and shout out to my patron Ty. Appreciate you, man. If you want to be a patron, link in the description below. Otherwise, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and let's get into the map.
Jump out, feel it in the will. Can you talk about deep sea with me? I'm a thinker, I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. Agitate, jump out, feel it in the will. Can you talk about deep sea with me? Deep sea fish loves you. jump out, feel it in the will. Can you talk about deep sea with me? I'm a thinker, I could break it down. I'm a shooter, a drastic baby. Agitate, jump out, feel it in the will. Can you talk about deep sea with me? Deep sea fish loves you forever. All as you're thinking over. Out of space when someone waits there. Sound of jet, they play